Oh, it's
Happy
our
Mother's Day, ladies.
Happy Mother's. They should make a song like that.
Yes, we will come on.
Because it ain't nothing like being a mama.
I always, mama. They got a song.
Oh, I used to love the OJ
song. Yeah.
You only get one. Don't you love being a mother, though?
Being a mother's hard, though.
Quick.
It's good. Hard. It's good.
I look, you know what? Know why I say that? Because I had my first child at 28, right? And I remember like my friends, and you know, we in another season of life, you know what I mean? I remember my friends had children before me, you know, but now I know friends that had children way after me, you know, and they got kids that are in high school and stuff. And I'm like, wow, you know, what if I would have waited a little bit longer? But you know, everything happens for a reason, and I'm happy for it. But I'm just saying, I used to be like, oh, I can't wait to be a mom. I don't know if y'all thought like that. I was like, I can't wait to be a mom. You know, I really do. I loved, even though it was hard, I love being pregnant. You know what I mean? It was just, you didn't like it being pregnant? I love being pregnant with probably my daughter more than my son, because my son, I had gestational diabetes, and physically it was more exhausting than my daughter. With my daughter, I was just eating like a mule. I mean, I was like, oh my God, anything that flew past my, give it here. I was like, I was so uncomfortable. You was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable in the end, but you know, I just say it was like, I just how your body changed, you know what I mean? It was something that I enjoyed. You know, so I think that's the joy to motherhood. You know, I think about when my kids was little people and teaching them how to do little things, and, you know, helping them to become independent, you know what I mean, as little people. I enjoyed that. I think that if I had to do it all over again, I would never even hesitate. I would not hesitate at all, because I love being, I love being a mom. And I think that it's an experience that not everybody gets. You see what I'm saying? They don't get. Yeah. So I'm always thankful. So I'm just talking about the joyful part of being a mom, because there's some painful parts too about being a mom.
Well, I think it is a blessing, but the pain actually starts in the beginning, because you know that when you're giving birth, that is very painful, and it's amazing how right after you finish, then you're joyful, like you forget all the pain, all the many hours or whatever of labor that you went through. So it really starts from the beginning with the joy and pain. So that lets you know. It takes the bitter, when you're raising a child, it's the bitter with the sweet. Now, what I like most, I like this stage now the most, because now I'm not mothering. We're talking as friends. I'm giving advice, but it's from a whole different, you know, era. So in the beginning, I was, can we do this? And you have to do that and this and that. I don't, you know, I'm relieved of that.
Absolutely.
And so I find being a mom of adults to be very pleasant.
Yeah, got that right. Because you can go over there and do it if you want to. I told you, you know what I mean? Because it's just a vice now. You ain't got to listen if you don't want to. I see that road.
Yeah, right.
I'm asking you not to do it, but you know, I'm advising you. Let me say not. I'm advising you that may not be in the best interest. But if you want to go ahead and tread on down there, you got to go ahead and do it. I'm always love you and be here to support you. I can't fix the problem, but I can be here to support you. So yeah. But I'll be honest.
So
go ahead, Celeste.
I'm quiet because I absolutely did enjoy being a mom. However, would I do it again? Probably not. Girl. If I had a choice. I'm gonna tell you why. I lost myself. I lost that relationship. I wasn't anything else but a mom.
Okay.
And I did, so I think I have the characteristics of somebody who does something and I do it to it. It's not, I didn't have a balance. So I didn't have, so to the point where they're grown now, and for a minute, I didn't even have a life because that was all I did. I mean, work, I took care of kids. I went to work, I took care of kids. I didn't really want to do anything other than that because they might actually wake up and need their socks. They need me every minute of every day, every second of every hour. And it was exhausting.
That's so true.
It was exhausting. So as much as I loved being a mom and I enjoy being an adult mom even better.
Yes.
What, and if I'm gonna write it on my skin, let me try single life this time, please. Please, can I try? Because even now I'm involved in everything that they do, which is my doing, not theirs, to the point where I'm not minding my own business. So, well, it's really rewarding, but I don't think I do a good job of balancing it, if that makes sense.
No, you hit it on the button. You do. I think about when my kids was younger, especially the teenage years, I had so much anxiety. Oh my God. It was crippling. I ain't gonna lie. It was crippling.
Now that's the point. That's the stage I would want to go back through. The teenage years, we can just skip from little to adult. We're good.
You didn't get sleep. You didn't.
That first one?
Yeah.
Oh, no. But I'm just interested to see because, if we live long enough, things will come back around. So I'm just interested to see my grandkids and to see how they handle different things. Now, in retrospect, when I look back, I would do some things differently than I did before.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't care so much about the things that I actually cared about because in the scheme of things, as I'm looking back, it didn't make a difference. And we probably would have had a better time in the teenage years had I just turned my listening ears up more. Girl. And just close my mouth to hear your feelings more and turn my listening ears up more and me close my mouth.
But more. I say this all the time. And I tell everybody about
my so in retrospect, so that's why we have grandkids, so we can do it again and make different choices than we made. I mean, we did the best we could. And I did the best I could with what I had and what was shown to me, through my parents to me. So but then you find that as you look back that sometimes your children are different or take things differently than you took it or you meant for it to be, if I'm clear. If I'm making that clear.
Yeah. I just remember my grandma telling me that this was when I just had one child, and she kind of gave me the foundation that I blew past that stop sign. I will tell you that that each of your children are different. You know what I mean? They won't be the same, and you won't be able to parent them the same. Well, I didn't listen to that. You know what I mean? And when my kids turned to teenagers, because my children are 15 months apart. So it was like having twins with them when they was moving them along, together. But I just like you, Keisha, I missed a lot of things because I wasn't listening to listen. You know what I mean? I was going in my own direction because this is what I know is best for you, and so on and so on. And in the long, not the long, but the bigger picture was being missed. You see what I'm saying? And I suffered tremendously from that. You know what I mean? And even with my daughter, it was like our relationship was so strained when she was a teenager because I was just blowing past everything. You know what I mean? And my daughter wasn't like a fast person or anything like that. She just was. She had a hard time with communicating and social skills and things like that. And I was like, I could fix everything, but you can't fix everything. You can't fix everything. You gotta listen. You gotta listen. So, I hope God, I'm not like y'all too. Y'all got grandchildren. I ask God every day to please bless me to be here when my grandchildren come here so I can sit back and see what they do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And enjoy that, because grandmoms is important. I always say my grandma was my foundation of life. You know what I mean? My mother was, of course, my mom, but my grandma, it was something about grandma. You know what I mean? And I love and miss my grandma every day. And I just say
But
this.
but you know what is satisfying?
Hmm?
It's like when I was talking to my daughter and we talk on the phone, and sometimes she'll say, "Oh, Mom, I understand what you meant when you said that, thus and so," because I'm experiencing it now, and it just like my heart just like, yeah. She said you were right about it, and I was like, yeah, that's what I've been waiting
Oh,
on. I've been waiting.
I'm a pray God that I get to
On
hear
that.
the
I've been
same
waiting on
thing.
that.
I really
You're
would
right.
like
Yeah,
to
you're
hear
right.
that. I
And
really
Yeah.
I'm getting the opposite. I'm getting things from my second second daughter, second youngest daughter. She said, "Ma, you should have gave me away." I don't understand how you dealt with all that. She said, "I am not dealing." I mean, they look at me and go, "Ma, you just gave up your whole life for us. Like, we're not doing that. We're not even gonna have kids because that's crazy." They're looking at me like, "What? You didn't even take care of yourself like you should have because you were so busy taking care of us."
That's
They
the
don't want to do anything.
No, I
That's
just hope that my kids give me some grandkids. I do. I really do. And I like you, so if I didn't mentally take care of myself or physically take care of myself when I was raising my kids, because like if anything ached or anything, I'm running to them. You know what I mean? I just, I gotta make sure this is there and that is right and this is right. You know what I mean? And who is doing what? And so I'm going to fight that battle for you. And it was exhausting.
mhm.
Exhausting. It really was. I don't think it made me a bad mom, but it did teach me
Mm-mm.
a lot of life lessons for
Oh
acting
yeah.
like that. Yeah, it taught me a lot, and I'm thankful for those lessons. And as you said, adult children are the best. You know what I mean? And I guess you see the fruits of your labor because your kids are adults. You know what I mean? And they still finding themselves, so on and so on. But ain't nobody in jeopardy, threatening their lives or anything like that, or just causing mayhem in the world. You know what I mean? Be like, damn, did I create
Right.
a person? You know what I mean? So you gotta
Mhm.
be thankful for how God has blessed. Blessed us ladies, and then we think about, our mothers, we're sitting here and all of, our mom is still here. You see what I'm saying? That's a blessing. That's a blessing. I mean, my mom is, 85, and I'm like, praise God, she here. You know what I mean? Praise God. And
Mm-hmm.
that taught me, y'all, this is real talk. Anything that I felt like I was griping against my mom, even up to the point where I live now in my life, I have let things go because I know my
Oh
mom
yeah.
did the best she could do for me, and my mom loves me unconditionally. You know what I mean? And that's why I want my kids to, I know they love me tremendously and unconditionally, but I want them to get to that maturity level where they realize that too. Because
Yeah.
I had to get there. You see what I'm saying, y'all? I had to get there. So that's just my little spill. So Mother's Day is here, and we're thankful for all the mothers, all the
A
mothers.
hard job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a hard job, but an important job.
And the hardest
And
belief.
my suggestion would be to moms is just enjoy the moment at each stage. Relax. Don't be so strict have such a script that you have to follow that you're missing what's really important.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that is
Mhm.
so true. That is so true.
That's what I was saying. And even when times get hard, and it will at certain points,
Mhm,
to take a beat, take a breath,
mhm.
and listen and try to figure it out together.
Mhm.
That would be my suggestion, my advice to
How about
moms.
you, Celeste? Any final words for you? Because I'm assuming that was your final words, Keisha, because that was awesome.
Yeah. So my to make sure you get some safe community, like a community of people to help
Yeah,
you. Because
yeah.
anybody to touch them, keep them, look at
Right.
them, don't knock on nobody's door, don't eat nobody's food. It was just so much. And had I created that safe environment for them when they were little, I could have gotten a break because I'm an only child, so I didn't have that. So community, safe community is important, and taking care of yourself. Like that's so major because you don't have anything to give them, and it feels like almost a job if you're pulling to give them what they need. If it's overflowing, no problem. So self-love, good community. That's my takeaway.
Great. And my final thought is, I hope all the mothers of the world, even if you're the biological stepmom, adoptive mom, that you know that you're appreciated and that you have a wonderful Mother's Day, and enjoy your children, enjoy your family, and relax. Because I know that being a mom is a hard job. We all sit here and we tell you the good, the indifferent, the bad, you know what I mean? And the challenging things that we went through as a mom. And we know that, like Celeste said, we are a community of moms and mothers and women. And especially during these times, we really, really need to support each other. So have a wonderful Mother's Day. And joining me tonight is...
It's your girl Celeste, and taking care of oneself is not selfish, it's necessary.
Absolutely.
And this is your girl, Keisha, and a proud mother of 2 adult children.
And I'm your girl, Kimmy. So have a wonderful Mother's Day, and we'll see you back on the porch next Wednesday. Take care.